Are they letting you hang out and drink and stuff in here still after the show?
We're gonna head to the Looking Glass.
Okay.
It's a bar.
Oh, you think? I thought you were heading down a rabbit hole into...
Been to the Looking Glass.
Come to the Looking Glass with us. It's amazing.
Been to the Looking Glass.
Yeah, I don't drink.
They got really good cheese curds. They smoke pot there. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't want to. When you're a comedian and you get booked at a comedy club, they do lodging one of two ways. They'll either have like a deal with a local hotel or something, and where they get free rooms and stuff, and they'll just put you up, or they'll do like a per diem where they just give you money and then you just pick your own hotel. And I was in Indianapolis a couple weeks ago, and they did a per diem thing there, so they gave me like $175 a night. And I was like, I'm just gonna find the cheapest, shittiest place that I can, and then I'm gonna just pocket the rest of that money. And so the moral of that story is my skin itches. It really doesn't anymore. It did when I wrote that, but now. But yeah, I totally got bed bugs for the first time in my life. And yeah, it was a stressful week or so. I had a lot of cleaning and steaming and shit. I learned a lot about them though. I learned only 50% of people are even, you have to be allergic to bed bugs in order for the bites to turn red on your skin. So like half of the people that have bed bugs just have no fucking idea. So then they bring somebody home, and then that person wakes up and has red marks all over him. They're like, what the fuck? And that person's like, oh no, I'm fine. So you must just be gross. But they only come out though when it's dark. I learned that too. And that's why Motel 6 leaves the light on. It pisses me off the way the law is in this state, right? Like, I'm like, can I smoke some weed? And they're like, you can eat it. I'm like, but can I smoke it? And they're like, that's drugs right there. If you just eat it, then that's fine. It doesn't make sense. That's why it's important who your local politics people are. Most people don't pay attention to any of that shit, but then they do something like that, where they're like, you can buy gummies, but not joints. And it's like, I'm fucking voting you out, man. We need somebody in here that understands. It's like, can I smoke crack? And they're like, you can snort it here in Minnesota, but if you try to light it on fire, you're going to jail. Like, I'm going to a new town, I better put a nice shirt on. And then I got here and I saw like 4 dudes in sweatpants, and I was like, fuck, I could have just worn whatever shitty thing I was wearing earlier. I didn't have to bust out the button up, but that's alright. That's cool, thanks for coming to the thing. That's neat. Glad that you're all here. I like the last guy, he was funny. I wish that I was in shape like him. I hate looking at people that are in better shape than me. I'm like, what's the fucking secret, dude? He's like, I don't know, I'm just not a piece of shit all day. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm not gonna stop doing that yet. It's not time. No, I've gone back and forth on my fatness, but it's hard to be healthy as a comedian, you know? I travel, I eat drive-through shit all the time, or I'll work at a club or a bar or something and get like free food from there and then take it back to my hotel room and sit cross-legged on my hotel bed and eat in my underwear at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's pretty healthy, huh? And it's usually like silverware food, but then I forget to get silverware, so that makes me feel extra fat, just eating shit with my hands, you know? I'm like, it's spaghetti time! I I've eaten mashed potatoes with like a chicken bone. Once the chicken's gone, it's just the eating stick. I eat my Caesar salad like it's a bowl of popcorn, just fucking Oh, there's one right there. Nah, it's just hard to, I don't know, I need to like go to the gym and stuff, but that's hard, because like the same clothes that I wear to go work out in are the same clothes that I wear to just sit around and be a piece of shit all day. So I'll get like half motivated, you know? All right, got my workout clothes on. Pretty comfortable. Let's fucking sit down. Kick these shoes off. Pretty much just wearing pajamas now, so might as well watch 11 episodes of something.
Statistically, at least, most therapists are people that went to therapy. And they're just like, well, fuck, I could do this. That's what I did therapy for a while. Like, I either do things emotionally or I do things logically. I don't use like a healthy mix of both of those things. So it's fucked with my life a lot, you know? I'll be like, I want to have sex with that girl. And it's like, but she's married. And I'm like, yeah, I don't care about that part. I just emotionally want to put my wiener in her. But then I do the opposite, where I'll like end relationships too soon. And I'm like, we should just break up. And they're like, what? Why? Everything's going great. And I'm like, yeah, but one day it probably won't. So let's go ahead and break up right now.
I had herpes for 2 years. And anybody that knows anything about herpes is like, well, that's not possible, because if you had it 2 years ago, you would have it forever. But I just had a thing on my wiener, and I haven't had medical insurance since I was 18 when I lived with my parents, so I'm just going on the like positive attitude medical thing. Like if I get sick, I'm like, my body will fix itself. And that's worked out so far. But no, so I had a thing on my wiener and I went to the free clinic and the guy there was super duper foreign. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but he just looked at my wiener for like a second and he goes, herpes. And I was like, oh God, isn't there like a blood test or something? And he was like, it's herpes. And I was like, okay. So I got like herpes medicine that I took every single day. I got on herpes dating apps and like hooked up with other herpes girls and shit. For like 2 years, that's really what happened. And this thing never went away the whole time. And then I went to a real doctor who was a guy that was friends with Donovan, of all people. But he didn't do meth with us back then, so I was like, I trust your judgment. But he looked at it and he was like, that's definitely not herpes. He was like, try this cream. And I put cream on it and the next morning it was gone. And I was like, fuck! And then I never got it and from all those other chicks, so it's pretty hard to get. I think it's sort of like getting pregnant. Like if you try to get it, it won't happen. But if you just make a mistake one night, you're like, what? What are the fucking odds of that? I tried so hard for so many years. All right. I've never told my herpes for 2 years story on stage before. It went okay. There's not a lot of actual punchlines in it. I need to work on that, but I'm from Independence originally. I live in Wichita now. I don't know which one you're clapping for, but I don't think it's accurate. Must have lived in a different part than I do. I don't clap for my part. But no, I'm staying at my sister's while I'm in town, and I came a few days early to like visit with her and my niece and stuff, and so I haven't whacked off all week. Out of respect, you know, I don't want to whack off in my sister's house. I feel bad, so just thought I'd throw that out there, you know. Because like the longer a guy goes without coming, like the more comes out when you finally do, you know. And you would think that chicks would be into that. They'd be like, hey, good job. But they're not. They don't care. I don't know. But I just like to throw it out, you know, just in case any of you ladies are into huge loads. Maybe I'll come over to your place after the show and I can jack off there. And go back to my sister's house.
How long am I supposed to do comedy till? It says 10:51. Do I go to 11? 3? What is 3? Minutes? Oh, okay. Sorry, bye. I gotta like fired. You got fired talking about whatever the fuck you just said. What do you guys want to do now?